how you doing? Chris Warren's Pro Shop. So today we're going to test out the new Attention Star by Roto Grip. Pearl ball, really excited about, just because the X2 was one of my favorite bowling balls, and it really snapped. So this version is supposed to be not quite as whippy, which is what I would require. I need it to be a little smoother. So like, share, subscribe, and we're going to get to it. With the Attention Star, we're going to try to do about the same thing, about 45 feet, and let's see what she does. Well, for a bad shot, that's pretty good. That was definitely left though. So that ball rode the oil the whole way. So let's give her a little bit of room to the right and see what she does. Because that was left. So let's give her some room to the right. Well, okay. So we have left room. We know the left room is good. So when I really tried to swing it right from the same position, I finished a little bit too late. So, but we know we have left room, so that's good. That's a good thing. Do we have right room? Well, it just don't get no better than that. I mean, when you ace everything, it just looks better. So that was a good shot. That ball really went through the pitch really good. That definitely split the 8-9. So that's kind of what we're looking for in a ball. This ball's definitely looking really good. So we're just going to try that one more time, see what happens. That's what we like. Right there, that's a nice, smooth, continuous arc. Nothing crazy. So let's go. We're going to go 5 and 3 right, and because this ball's so clean, I don't think I'm going to have to really throw it hard, but now we're getting close to that friction part. So being close to the friction, that could be a catch-22 sometimes. So we're going to try to go a little bit straighter, a little less axis rotation. And there's where I was talking about, right there. You saw that ball get to the friction, and it just picked up. So this is going to be one of those balls that I'm going to use definitely probably games 5, 6. I'm not going to be using this ball on the fresh condition that we're bowling on. I'm not going to start with this ball unless the lane's definitely required. So we're going to do that one more time. But this time we're going to pick our speed up. We're going to try to keep it left of target. So instead of 8 down lane, we're going to try to get it 9, 10. Let's see what she does there. See, that's where it's going to come in handy. Where I need a little left of target, and that ball's just going to keep rolling through. And if I miss right of target and the pattern's a little bit flatter, the ball's going to recover. On leak patterns, well, it's a little bit different because you have free hook to the right and you have oil in the middle. So this ball definitely does everything it's supposed to do. You know, it's for medium patterns, medium oil, and so it definitely does what it's supposed to do. So now we're going to make that same old move we always make. We're going to go back to the left, and we're going to get a little softer. We're going to get a little more rotation, and we're going to see what happens. If she hyper skids or if she just kind of rolls off of it. And that's what I'm talking about right there. When you purchase a bowling ball, and it has a specific purpose, that's what we want to see. Because you see, as soon as I got in the oil, that ball did not want to recover. That ball was turning, and it just shot through the fronts. So that's what we're looking for. So, knowing that, you saw how as soon as I moved to the left, that ball, it was really clean. It got to about the same point down the lane. So, that definitely means we have to be softer. We need less turns so the ball picks up, the ball rolls. So we need a smoother, just not a plant and chunk, just a smoother, nice, rolly, effortless swing. I'm going to have to be a lot slower than that, because you saw that ball, even though it was slower, more rolling, it just wouldn't make the corner. And that's okay, because, as I said, that's not what this ball is for. This ball is for more of us looking for the whole room to the left, with the fronts being gone. So here we go. Pretty much what we thought was going to happen. You know, because the lanes are fresh. Ball's definitely touchy on the fresh, but it's not designed for us to bowl with it on the fresh. But you can see the continuation is still really good. You can see it's really smooth, because that's what we laid it out for. We didn't make a big skid snap. We wanted something really smooth. So when we have to get in and we got to play those tighter lines on the inside part, we don't lose hit. As we migrated to the right, when we got to the right, this is where the ball kind of overhooked because it got to the friction too fast. We made one slight adjustment with our rotation, ball, boom, right back to where it needs to be. So very good. Only took me a couple shots there. The big one was right here when we tried to move left and we tried to make the ball come around the lane. It just skidded way too far in the oil. I mean, it had no chance whatsoever. Angles got a little crossed up, but we're on a fresh condition. So that's not what we're looking for on a fresh condition, but on a more burn up condition, it would be better. Just for grins, we went ahead and we threw one way out there in the friction just to see what she would do, and that ball still skidded pretty good. It got to the 23-foot mark, and there's barely any oil out there. So all in all, I think it's going to be a very good ball. Going to be in my bag, and the only reason it's going to be in my bag is because sometimes the lanes change and they get a little squirrely. So this nice, even, smooth arc really helps me. Alrighty, so just a real quick recap about the Attention Star. It works very well for what it's designed to do, which is to be your probably third game ball, something in league of that nature. It's not something that you're really going to want to start with because it's so clean up front. You saw the ball just shoot through the fronts, and it tried to recover, but it can't recover because, well, there's too much oil. I mean, when you take a shiny pearl ball and you're bowling on oil, you gotta be careful. It gets really touchy. So anyway, that's just a real quick recap.